what do I think the hesitation is with regards to people, I guess, latching on to ebooks? I would say just the fact that it's a new technology. Um, I reference this often, but when cell phones first came out, when the computer first came out, people looked at these devices and were just like, what would I need this for? Like, I mean, a lot of critics panned it and just said the public isn't ready for this. They're not going to like it. It's just a mentality we have where we're just kind of complacent and we just get stuck in the present. We're just like, this is what we know. And I guess we just kind of get resistant to change until society just kind of tells us like that's the status quo now, that's the norm. So I don't know. I guess I still hear people say, I just love the feel of a good book, and I get it. I mean, that's going to be around for a minute. I mean, when cell phones first came out, people were like, oh, there's no way that that's going to take over landline phones. Where are we now? I mean, I have a landline phone, but like when I tell people I have a landline phone, they look at me like I'm from the Stone Age. They look like I'm like archaic. Um, but there was a time when cell phones first came out, that technology first came out, that people were like, there's no way that this is going to eclipse landline phones. Remember, I want you to remember, people actually said that. 2016, where are we now? So when you hear these people say, there's no way ebooks will eclipse print book, there's no way ebooks will put print books out of business. Yeah, now, right now, ebooks are to print books what cell phones were to landline phones when they first came out. That being said, I know for a fact, yes, there will come a time, whether it's 10 years from now, 20 years from now, or 30 years from now, ebooks will eclipse print books. Better believe it. Um, I don't know. I guess my fear is that I don't want people to be left behind. Like when we're at that point where ebooks are just the norm and everyone has one and everyone's publishing their book on, you know, everyone's doing digital publishing. I don't want this to be a situation where those same people that were like, "Oh, I'm just, I'm not really I don't want to publish on an ebook. I want people to feel my print book in their hands." I don't want you guys to be left behind. You know, 20 years from now, I would like for you guys to at least say like, "Yeah, I was able to convert all of my print books to ebooks and I've got the files and I own my rights and I get 100% royalties on that." Like, I want you guys to be straight. I want you to be in a good place so that when this transition takes place, you're already in a comfortable area. You're already in a comfortable place where it's like, yeah, this doesn't really affect me. I'm just making even more money now that ebooks are so popular. And now that, it's the norm. So I think people look at ebooks and the whole ebook conversion process as if it's a really complicated thing. Like, it's, oh my God, it's going to be so hard to just get my book up on Amazon, or it's going to be so hard to get my ebook out there on these e-readers. And it's really, if you have someone who's skilled and has the expertise, it's really not hard. Trust me, I'm speaking from experience. I create ebooks, I make ebooks for a living, and it's nothing for you to be intimidated about. The only people who should be intimidated about ebook conversions are the people who are trying to learn it. Those are the only people who should kind of have a healthy respect and fear of the ebook conversion process. But you, as the author who's just seeking an ebook converter or somebody who can just create the ebook files for you, like, it's an easy, streamlined process. You place the order, you provide them with the manuscript and your cover art, and they'll take care of the rest. I know that's how we do it at Taevo. ISBN number included. We'll take care of you. But I just, I think people feel like, maybe some people feel like this is a fad and like ebooks won't be around. But again, I bring back to you that example with regards to landline phones versus cell phones. Um, People just really, really didn't believe that that landlines were going to be like rendered obsolete. So, what I will say to you is, if you're one of those people that enjoys the feel of a good book in your hand, I'm not knocking you because I'm the exact same way. But what I will encourage you to do is to remain innovative. Keep an open mind. Don't don't handicap yourself. You know, don't close yourself off to all of these amazing new innovations that are happening in the literary world, because the only thing that you're doing is hurting yourself, and you're going I just don't want you to be left behind, you know? I mean, in a situation like this, you would really just be your own worst enemy by closing yourself off to this and just saying, I'm not receptive to any of this. I don't want any parts of it. So I really don't want to see that for anybody out there. Um, Especially that author that, has wanted so badly to publish their book, and, has researched the process and says, I can't do a print book. I can't afford it. I can't, um, for whatever reason, whether it's just I can't afford it, whether it's like I can't house all of the inventory, I have no idea how to sell, books on my own. I would rather have like a distributor do it for me. I would rather have, hey, different people have different needs and different desires when it comes to publishing their book. I've already said it, like we're all infinitely unique manifestations of God. So we're all IUs. We're all infinitely uniques. Infinite uniques. That's what I like to call myself, an infinite unique. And I just feel like no one's publishing path is going to be exactly the same. And you just have to know yourself, and you have to know what you want and what you need, and you have to make a decision based off of that. Um, but I definitely think that you should give ebooks a chance and give yourself a chance. Give yourself a chance to expand, to, increase your exposure. I mean, why hold yourself back? What do you have to lose? That's how I look at it. Like, what do you have to lose? Because it actually costs less to do an ebook than a print book. So what do you have to lose? So, that being said, I would tell the person who is hesitant about ebook publishing or digital publishing, I would tell them, don't be your own worst enemy. Don't hold yourself back. You are the only one who can hold yourself back with these major changes that are taking place in the literary world. So I really, really hope that you don't hold yourself back, because ebook publishing is nothing to be scared of. It's nothing to be intimidated by. There's no reason to believe that it, quote unquote, doesn't work, or that it's not lucrative, or it's not a successful path of publishing. Um, it's 2016, people, and the years are only going to go up from here. So this is one of those situations where, again, the future is now, and I highly recommend that you seize it. So I want to thank you for watching this video, taking the time out to listen to me, and just keep writing, keep creating, keep inspiring. Most importantly, keep loving. That's what we need in this world. And I just want to say that if you have any other questions or you want any other info, feel free to check us out on Taevo.net. You can follow us. You can subscribe, all of that stuff, if you like what we're doing and what we're talking about. Also, feel free to give your feedback. If there's anything that you want to know, anything you have questions about, anything that you feel like you'd like for me to kind of expound on or, teach, let me know, because I'm not a psychic. I tried when I was younger. I tried to expand my psychic abilities. It didn't work. So I won't know unless you tell me. And like somebody told me a while back, a closed mouth doesn't get fed. So if there's anything that you want to know about the publishing world, whether it's digital publishing or print publishing, feel free to ask me. I'm always trying to lead with a giving hand. So that being said, take care and stay blessed.